Hey, so we're supposed to be doing a video for the sophomores about AP English. We got a list of questions, so I'm just going to go down those. Well, first of all, my expectation was that it was going to be just like my other English courses or my other P classes. I wasn't expecting it to be really difficult. I wasn't expecting the essays to give me as much trouble as they have been, or the tests, because those were a huge wake-up call when you're walking in, like from the get-go with the summer assignment, which is our next question. I procrastinated to the last week of summer, and I recommend don't do that, because we read The Catcher in the Rye, and that book is terrible, in my opinion. I had to force myself to read it. I just didn't feel any connection to that book. And then with the essays, they were super vague questions from the start, and when you email him, he's gonna be extremely vague also. That's gonna annoy the crap out of you, but it's gonna help you because that's how an AP test looks like, that's how his tests look like, that's just how he is. And it's gonna help you because, like, when you think about it, if you're super vague, then you learn to think in your own way and not just think of a teacher, like a teacher's telling you one certain way. And that's going to drive you crazy, but it's going to help you see like a new way of thinking, which is what I gained through this class. I've gained like new critical ways of like thinking. I can now look at something and look at it in like multiple perspectives instead of just thinking, oh, my teacher says it's this way, so that's what it must be. I now like have an opinion towards a like passage that we read, which is really awesome. And like you and your like friends are all gonna like have different opinions in this class, and you're gonna argue, but it's gonna be so much fun because you're gonna learn like all these different ways. You're gonna look at them in different ways. You're gonna see something pretty like amazing, because you're gonna feel like you're actually accomplishing something instead of like just one ways or that's it, like, it's one way. But I've also had some challenges through this class. I've had, like, with writing and the tests, because with my writing, I had always just did a 5-paragraph essay and got an A. I had never really got anything below an A, and starting out with the summer assignment, I'm pretty sure I got a D starting out, which was, wake-up call. And, I mean, I don't think I've ever gotten a B. I think I've only got C's. Very close to B's, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. We'll see. But it's just because, like, he doesn't give you what you have to have. It's an open-ended way. Like, he just sets a limit on the pages. And it's, like, 4 to 5 pages. And with that, you have to add more detail. You have to figure out what's important, what's not. And that's going to help, because I know I'd always just written a 5-paragraph essay, and it'd been just perfect. Like, 5 paragraphs, that's all you need. 2 pages. And, like, having to write 4 to 5, you had to connect everything. Like, you had to make sure it wasn't just a drag-on thing. It was going to, like, actually make sense. And I've had some challenges with that, but I also feel like I've gained something. I only got a B, I think, in his class. I got a C first 9 weeks, got a B second 9 weeks, which was struggle. I had to work my butt off to even get that C, because I'm not a really strong test taker. I have test anxiety, but his tests are super vague, and you can pretty much, and if you don't know vocab, it's gonna kill you. So make sure don't take tests lightly in his class, because they count for a lot, because he doesn't have a whole lot of grades in ever. So I just recommend don't take them for granted. Like, work hard, and yeah, like, don't feel like you can't do anything, because this course is supposed to help make you feel that way. This course is gonna make you cry. This course is gonna make you feel like you are an absolute failure. But I recommend, if you get to the point of like wanting to drop out like I was, you talk to Mr. Robinson, because he's going to help you understand that you can't drop out and that you deserve to be in this class, and that you haven't worked this hard for it to not mean anything. So yeah.